Here are the 5 proven steps to grow your email list completely from scratch. My name is Amanda at alertstudio7.com. My experience with this is I've worked with mostly service-based businesses to grow their email list from 0 to even a few people to thousands. So these businesses were mostly selling to local customers and clients, but some were selling internationally, like marketing agencies. And some of the types of businesses that I've worked with are realtors, photographers, coaches, consultants, gyms, and personal trainers. So what these people had in common were most of them had a small budget and their goals were to get more clients through email marketing. So one of the first steps is you're going to want to create a lead magnet, and you may see that it's also called a freebie, but basically it's a free item of value that you're going to deliver. So this can be as simple as a single page PDF, 1 or 2 pages. You can put together a guide, but it doesn't need to be super long and have a whole bunch of information. So to create this lead magnet, and I do want to mention the goal of this is to deliver something of value in exchange for their email address. So to create a lead magnet, you can use Canva. It's free, easy to use. They have a bunch of templates to choose from. You can also hire somebody to create it for you, but I really recommend just doing it yourself. So when you have other lead magnets that you want to create, you already know how to do it. And for ideas on how you want your lead magnet to look, I would search Pinterest. It's one of the best search engine tools you can use, and you can get a lot of ideas there. So when you're creating this lead magnet, here's some things that you want to keep in mind so that it works. So it needs to be relevant and something people want to know right now. So you definitely want to put some time into coming up with ideas for your lead magnet. So for some ideas, what you'll want to do is just think of questions that you get on the daily from clients and customers and write a list down. And I recommend asking people what they want to know about your business. So if you post something on Facebook and see what you get for responses, but just make sure that it's something relevant and something that people want to know. And you can even look from an outsider's perspective on what you'd be curious about when it comes to the services that you offer. And I'm planning on making a video on this. So once you have your lead magnet and it's ready, you're going to need to create a landing page. And this is just a super simple website where they sign up to receive that freebie that you're offering. So to create a landing page, I've used Lead Pages a lot. I recommend it. It's really easy to use, and I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out. But they have a bunch of templates and they integrate with a bunch of email providers. You definitely want a landing page that integrates with your email service. That way, when someone signs up, it goes right into your email list. Some musts for your landing page. It needs to be simple, not a lot of information, and make sure that you only keep the information about the lead magnet that you're offering. A big mistake a lot of people make is they include a whole bunch of information about their business, but a few testimonials and a short summary is fine, but don't make it a whole sales page, because you can start sharing stuff about your business later once you have your email, and you could start sending some emails out to them. But I wouldn't bombard them and make them confused, because they're not going to fill out the form or they're not going to give you your email. And then you want to make sure that you connect the landing page to your email provider. And you can do that in Lead Pages. So you need to figure out, how are you going to deliver this lead magnet? Once someone submits their email, how is it going to be delivered to them? One of the best things is this is fully automated. So once you have this set up, then you never really need to touch it again. So there's 2 options here. The one that I don't really recommend is to have a page open right after they submit their email that has the lead magnet. If they know that it's just going to open up once they give you an email, you're usually going to get fake emails. So to avoid fake addresses, I would make it clear that you're sending it in an email. So put the text something like, submit your email to have the lead magnet sent, or you're not going to say the lead magnet, but have this guide sent right in your inbox instantly. That's just off the top of my head, but something like that works very well, and people are going to be more inclined to give you their real address. Once you have the landing page, set up, you're going to want to create an email campaign. So it can sound a little overwhelming. It doesn't need to be a bunch of emails, but that first email should be the delivery of your lead magnet, and that's it. So I wouldn't start jumping right into all of the services that you offer in that first email. I know it can be tempting, but you can save that stuff for other emails down the road, because when you're starting to do that to people right out of the gate, then they're more inclined to unsubscribe. So, like Gary Vee says, just jab, 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 right hook. Just keep giving value, 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 and then, ask for the sale. And then just keep continuing to do that, but don't just jump right in. Anyways, I digress. You can create that first email with your lead magnet right in lead pages. I don't know how many times I'm going to say lead magnet in this video. I'm going to say freebie. You can create that right in lead pages and have it get sent out right when someone submits their email address. So very easy to do. And then if you do that, I still recommend connecting with your email provider so the subscribers go into your actual email list. So you can use, if you have MailChimp, Flowdesk, but they partner with a whole bunch of different ones, Drip, things like that. All right, once you have all of this set up and you test it, make sure you test it with your email to make sure everything's going through. You want to promote it everywhere. Social media, one of the most common ways is to make posts about it, stories, and put the link in your bio, put it on your website. But if you have a budget, then I suggest running some Facebook ads. It is one of the fastest ways to get your freebie out to more people and grow your email list. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Facebook ads on the next slide. So this was my expertise at the marketing agency that I worked for. So I helped these business owners create their landing pages, do the lead magnet, and then we would run ads for them and I would take care of the whole process. So I definitely know a thing or two about running Facebook ads. And there's a few things I want to share with you if you're thinking about going this route. So it's more than boosting a post. Now, I am not against boosting a Facebook post whatsoever. I actually think you should boost a post for $5, $10. Do not spend hundreds of dollars on boosting a post and just see how it goes. But if you are planning on running Facebook ad campaigns, which is totally different than boosting, if you're going to do it yourself, you should really take a course because there's a lot to learn. It's not just setting up a campaign. It is installing your Facebook pixel. It's creating your audiences, and doing the campaign is a whole nother thing. So if you're not planning on doing it yourself, you can hire an expert at this. It's not cheap. It is, a lot of the ones around where I am and what we would charge is $700 and up. So just something to expect. But when you're hiring someone, ask for results, campaign results, super important. Your budget for Facebook ads can be about $5 to $10 a day. It doesn't need to be a crazy amount. I always recommend a minimum of at least $10 a day. I don't even know why I put $5 here. But to start seeing some results, you need to do at least $10 a day and let it run for a few weeks. Don't just keep it for a few days and then turn it off if you're not getting signups. You have to make sure that it's running for a while. Also, when I'm done with this slide, I'm going to give you some final thoughts to make this all work for you. So stay tuned. But with Facebook ads, the results really depend on who you're targeting, like how broad of a radius you're targeting, the demographics. Obviously, your offer matters. You need to make sure your offer is good, and the look of your ad and how much you're willing to spend all goes into your results. Okay, here are my final thoughts to make sure this works. Make sure that your lead magnet is valuable and something that people actually want. So this is why I think doing some market research is great. And if you can create multiple lead magnets, and that is even better because then you can see what performs best. And what I would do is offer a bunch of free things. And then I would run ads or boost a post if you wanted to the one that more people sign up for, because that's what people are interested in. And something else to keep in mind is that the process in which you deliver the lead magnet is more important than the design of the lead magnet itself. So I know a lot of people can get caught up in making the freebie, their guide or PDF or whatever, look great. They want to make sure it looks professional and they spend a ton of time on that. But then they don't spend a lot of time on the process. And when I say the process, I mean when people land on your landing page, how is that process for them to submit their email and get this? It needs to be simple. It can't be confusing, or people aren't going to fill out the form and they're ultimately not going to get that freebie that you just created. So you should spend more time in the process, the landing page, making sure it's simple, easy, not confusing. That way they get the lead magnet. As long as the freebie that you're offering has really good information on it that people are interested in receiving, that's fine. It doesn't need to be fully, professionally designed. As long as the information on it is good, that's perfectly fine and it will work for you. So if you need more help on anything that I mentioned, email me. I put my email address right here, or you can leave me a comment. I do have more videos coming soon about the stuff that I mentioned. So creating a landing page that works, some mistakes that people make during this process. So if there's any topic that you're interested in having me talk more about, leave me a comment, and thank you for watching.